buying space and allowing your stars Hansama and Larssen to shine in the team fights.
And look at that last pick, the Ornn to round out the composition. I really like what Fnatic have put together. I also think it's relatively easy to understand, and that gives some confidence.
Yeah, and it's an old school Fnatic composition.
Yes.
We have seen this comp almost a million times from Fnatic right there. So rejoice, Fnatic fans. It looks like your team has finally figured it out that there's not going to be any curveballs thrown here.
Just as an aside,
Priority to shove in lanes, back, and then run to a different side of the lane. This allows them super strong Herald and Drake control.
And that's one of the things that I love when I watch. Times we would see Bwipo not match the reset himself, but instead use that extra time to try and build up an advantage for his team. Now, Selfmade did see Inspired on the ward just a little bit ago. He expected Inspired to go back to base, and now they're looking for the play top.
Slice and Dice has already been used, and despite the flash, no further follow-up. Fnatic will be happy. They've got the summon.
But the issue is that I think that Finn's wave state is in a pretty precarious spot. Hilly now mid.
Emperor's Divide goes out. Larssen really slick with Scape.
But that's the play that we were kind of alluding to. The
Yeah,
fact
but then
that
obviously the bot coming up to gank middle. But because of that factor, now Fnatic resetting has opened up this Ocean Drake, so it'll be the first objective of the game. Going
in a matchup that is highly favorable to Renekton. I don't know if he's just been dropping minions or what, but that is certainly not the ideal situation. As Inspired is inside. What?
While that shockwave doesn't manage to work out, that was the combination, Frost, that you said was
surely he just doesn't expect the Selfmade level 6. It has to be that.
The case, there's the devour from Vander. Gonna spit out Hylissang, and Hylissang will be going down. Rekkles unable to return the damage. Senna TK giving a thumbs up to Fnatic.
well, you have to pretty royally mess up there.
And I haven't seen them dial in very often. They've lost the first dragon. They've conceded first blood. Now the first Rift Herald is under risk. The Hylissang's going to turn his attention to Hansama. Manages to use the portal over the wall. Call the Forge God comes out. Shockwave whiffs again. Hylissang flashes forward, does not find the Cosmic Binding. Underneath the tower, takes 2 turret shots, gets blasted one more time. Hansama doesn't have the railgun available, and Hilly escapes with his life for now.
Just walk it out. It's not worth it, Fnatic. Take the Rift Herald and say, okay, that is enough right there. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Do want to take note that because Hilly did die, it means that he got to base faster and was able to actually get to the earlier reset and beat them to Herald. So I actually do like the adaptation from Fnatic right
All
there.
part of the plan.
Oh, yeah. 3 early game and how controlled it is as their playstyle. They're such a textbook team, and they're super clean in doing it.
And Frost, one of the players that we were excited about that the analyst days talked about, Larssen currently has a 20 CS advantage. Rekkles has already been run down with Hylissang once, and this time forced to flash. Once Hansama and Vander attack.
You gotta give her. They're gonna have teleports very soon, and that's gonna mean Rogue can easily play for that objective.
Yeah, I actually feel like Fnatic are trying to play for the teleport, potentially top lane as bot lane play.
Bwipo does not care.
Oh, the rest of Rogue are on the way. This is bad for Fnatic.
While Finn manages to get taken out. Selfmade goes golden for now. The rest of the squad making their way down. Teleports coming in for Fnatic. Selfmade is low, 200 HP. Manages to get a gigantic shield. The tower helps out though. That's a reply back. The shockwave finally finds a target for Nemesis, but it simply doesn't matter. Bwipo can't go any deeper.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while all of that was happening, Rekkles and Hilly are actually still losing onto the top side of the map. Nemesis had backed up and was looking where he was going to use his TP. I feel like they
exceptionally adept at finishing the game. I do have a breaking news update that is legitimately important. Our stats team have run the numbers, and with all of the results that have happened today, Rogue are already locked into playoffs.
All right, pack it up and go home. This was fun.
Win or loss, they are in the postseason. Coming into today, there are millions upon millions of potential outcomes, and now that we've updated the stats, we can see Rogue out there, so that's a little less pressure, but let's see how they do for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but ultimately, Rogue
they may not be going in.
Yeah, Fnatic are trying to lure Rogue into a fight around this Rift Herald. I'm not sure if Rogue are actually going to take this one. Finn has level 11 now, makes him very strong in any sort of potential fight, but Inspired just looks for the steal.
Here comes Renekton.
There's the Smite Fight teleport coming in from Finn, and Fnatic are in full retreat.
Selfmade got it.
Selfmade managed to pick it up and get out. And Fnatic got the teleports.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great play there from Fnatic to be able to sneak that one away. Is Nemesis going to get chunked?
Oh,
has to flash out of there too. But I almost feel like at the same time, Rogue a little bit slow on the punch right there to call the TP in. Just ended up being a smite fight there, and Fnatic were able to escape.
Yeah, I actually think that they should have just let the TP go. It doesn't hurt them so much because Larssen still will have teleport available. And again, we're going to be playing bot side of the map anyway in 2 minutes with the Infernal spawn. That said, Nemesis losing his flash is actually pretty significant because you're against a Sejuani Sejuani and Azir, and if Finn is also able to find a flank on that Renekton, suddenly now there's just not as much zone control as you would have liked from this Orianna, because she has to play so safe.
Man, Hylissang so badly wanted that kill. Wasn't able to do it. Larsen's Emperor's Divide managed to save his life. I'm just trying to find all the praise for Larssen.
That wave pushing in, they are perfectly ready for this 30-second fight.
Yeah, oh wow, Bwipo just pops the ultimate right in mid lane.
He has to force.
Between the uprights, that is absolutely not going to happen. 25 seconds to Infernal, and that's not available. Now Bwipo face tanks the tower and is forced to flash defensively.
Because he knows. Fnatic knew they had messed up. The Ornn ultimate wasn't available. We called it. They give it away. Now we're on Soul Point.
In form. And it still leaves us without answers. Last week, Rogue were capable of taking down G2, but couldn't pull it out. And now
here's an answer.
Is going to get locked down. That's a good shockwave, but there's just not enough damage. The three-man shockwave, frankly, didn't do enough.
But now the momentum is there. Trevor, yeah, Fnatic's not in form, and Rogue are really starting to recognize that, but now they're going to start playing with their food. I want to see Rogue doesn't really prioritize that champion as highly as Larssen does. So it really helps even out their comp. Even as we turn to a monster objective like Baron, Rogue still have
too late in the game for Fnatic to try and kill Larssen. Larssen is the best team-fighting mid laner in the LEC right now. You have to hit him early. They failed to do that, and here they go again.
I mean, goodbye, Selfmade. The jungler is down. Call of the Forge God comes out. Now this is a 4 versus 5. That's Hans Summer forced to play defensively. He's taken out. Nemesis gets the man. Now it's 1-for-1. Shockwave comes back. I think anti-synergy, I believe the Tempered's Faith prevented the damage. Fnatic, though, definitely are in a good position. Vander and Finn, as well as Larssen, escape with their lives. 1-for-1 trade to end it all.
And I will say Bwipo's ultimate right there was absolutely huge.
At the end of the day, 1-for-1. The goal difference still sits at 1,001 minutes until the Infernal. Finn gets caught by the Tempered Fate. Now the Cosmic Binding needs to lock him down, and it does not. Finn able to slice and dice his way. Thank you, observers. Finn will be able to match Selfmade for now. Rogue, now back away.
Now, Selfmade needs to grab Inspire, dunk him on Larssen, and then hopefully Facebreaker the Azir, and hopefully in that, the Shockwave kills Larssen, otherwise this fight's over.
Infernal Drake down to 4,000. Rogue holding on to it. Glacial Prison's available for Inspire. The Fnatic group up, that's going to get fired. Exhaust onto Finn. He's going to get chased down. Dragon's inside the pit. Fnatic are fighting on multiple fronts, and they've got the kill to Finn. Curse the Blast Mist have already been shot down, and now Selfmade's in trouble. So is Bwipo. There's the Sand Soldiers going back as Larsen's on the retreat. Fnatic have won the fights.
And they're chasing down Larssen now too. Hylissang's gonna shut him down. They get the Drake on top of that, and Fnatic are once again in control. Hylissang spent so much time delaying Finn on the side, and then Rogue seemed completely confused.
5 more minutes in this game.
Froskurinn, you said Fnatic have 2 fights left. They've won 1 of them. Now they have 1 more fight, 1 more opportunity to not throw. Once in a lifetime, no? And turn our attention to Nemesis, who's going to be able to escape with the help of Hylissang. But no, very crucially, Fnatic with the Infernal Drake, with the fact that they've shown they
crit someone out.
Yeah, and Sivir has so much value against a big, beefy, tanky frontline comps because it rattles around, because you can actually auto-attack pretty freely. Hylissang gets caught out.
What was that decision? Why? Why? That is the question that is there. You have almost all of the items you need. You have the team fight capability. Now show me the execution. Call of the Forge God comes out and the Glacial Prison interrupts it. Inspired may have just saved his team's life.
Larssen is good position.
He's going to use the Bellows Breath, and Larsen's trying to use those Sand Soldiers. The Shockwave on Finn was frankly not enough. Now all of a sudden Selfmade's in trouble.
Larssen had a beautiful position on that fight. He zoned away the entire squad of Fnatic and just let Selfmade out to dry. That is on the Infernal Soul, and there is no smite. Fnatic have to fight this.
Once again, we saw Fnatic tank caught out of position. Bwipo ulted. He was too far forward. The rest of his team punished for it. And now Rogue are going to secure the Infernal Drake, the Infernal Soul for free.
Burn, baby, burn. Rogue are the real deal, and Fnatic are faltering.
Rabadon's Death Crown to Nemesis. That is so huge for Nemesis because he actually pivoted his itemization. He went much more defensive with the Banshee. Bale's a little bit worried. And here we go, Selfmade.
Hey, Selfmade's going to deliver Vander. That will be a kill for Rekkles. Now it's 5 apiece. Call the Forge God knocks up Larssen. Emperor's Divide buys enough time. for the rest of Rogue to escape, but a man down and a Baron available. Hilly throws out the Tempered Fate. Angry Bee from Finn. Cosmic Binding needs to connect with something, and it does not.
Oh, no.
The damage in return. The Whiffed Shockwave as well. And Hylissang does Hylissang things.
Oh, Selfmade going in.
He is indeed. Turns his attention onto Finn. He's blown up. Why? Why? The rest of Fnatic were not there. Curse of
Larssen on the
Blacklist
flank.
is fired down, and there comes Larssen. Inspired manages to get the knock-up on a Bwipo. He's once again locked up and stunned by the Sejuani passive. Finn is going to force the flash from Nemesis, and just like that, Fnatic
the teleport
pick, and now they are in trouble. TP onto Nemesis from Vander, looking for the lick. No follow-up support. Why? Because Baron is a bigger objective.
Fnatic were in a position where they got the pick, they had full map control, but they overdove in the mid lane. Rogue attacked them, they flanked them on the backside, they absolutely punished them, and they're once more back in control.
I want to make it even more simple. Fnatic threw. They had an opportunity back into the game, and they overforced, and they threw it. Rogue like just outlasting them.
Falling apart, Fnatic do not know the responsibilities of their teammates in these team fights.
And again, we cannot take anything away from Rogue. Every mistake that Fnatic has made has been punished. Rogue are in the advantageous position. More ultimates chucked at Rogue, and it doesn't matter. Fnatic just did not connect with anything. Rogue, with Baron buff, with the Infernal Soul, are now looking to kill Hylissang as well. They are donated kills. And Rogue are playing fantastically the way Rogue have all summer long.
Just
Is that the guy? He's still okay.
Based on what we saw from G2 earlier today and what we're seeing from Fnatic, right now, this Fnatic will not stand up to G2 tomorrow. A lot more needs to change.
Forget that conversation, Trevor. G2 and Fnatic won't stand up to Rogue in this type of form.
Yeah, but that we knew already. This time round, Rogue are looking at the Nexus. Rogue are looking to stay tied with Mad Lions. They are already booked into the playoffs. And Rogue may have faltered to G2 last week, but they did not fall to Fnatic today.
All I have to say, Rogue stand on top, remember the name. Do not forget the forgotten first place team. Yeah, they fell down to G2, but it seems like they've gone back, they've reworked the tape, and they make a statement against a Fnatic.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Rogue and Mad Lions are looking at the finals right now, and the old guard are faltering. Rogue destroyed Fnatic.
Larssen just styled on Fnatic. I think each player threw one good shot at him, and every single time he was just better, and it wasn't even close.
But here's the thing. You probably knew it was going to be Azir. You had the opportunity. You yourself could have taken it. And maybe Nemesis feels differently about the matchups. Maybe he thinks, if I pick the Azir, I'm just gonna get Zoe'd. But I just have to think, why?